And so other experiences that you can remember? What other?
Well, I think everybody sort of say, "Oh, did Imi like Mahmoud Bhatti play here as well?"
Yeah.
I actually don't remember when he started, but I do remember him never ever passing.
That is true. He would never have passed the ball.
But why? Why bother?
Yeah.
When you can, he could genuinely score from the pushback, right? He generally often could get all the way up the pitch.
As we know, the most incredible. He did everything off the wrong foot at the wrong time and the wrong way, and he always kept the ball, and he always beat the.
And he's still doing that today in vets.
Yes,
hockey, which is just remarkable.
Knack. It's a complete knack. And he went on. Did you coach him at international level?
No, he was. His time internationally came at an end when I was still playing.
Oh, okay, fine.
As well.
Yeah,
so the East Grinstead players that I coached, so Glenn Kirkham had been the main one, really.
Okay.
I coached Glenn when he was a 13-year-old in the old regional academy system when he was up in Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
So I used to drive on I'm going to say on a Friday night.
Yes.
But it was certainly an odd night of the week. Used to drive up to Horncastle. To this appalling sand-based pitch, and it was often just me and Glenn doing repetitions of skill stuff,
of course.
And then he came to Loughborough University.
Yes.
So I coached him as a student, and I generally gave him a really hard time. And for a while there, kind of our joke was that I used to sort of tell him he was scared.
Yes.
In a perhaps a slightly vociferous manner.
Okay.
Because I didn't think he really got stuck in enough.
He didn't get easy. He was quite a phlegmatic character, as we know. Yes,
but nothing to do with me. I mean, Glenn really. I think he's of all of the international players that I've known, and I'd even sort of put the glory. Some of the guys in your generation.
Yes.
I thought he was, if you like the term, like he was a fantastic professional.
Yes,
absolutely fantastic professional.
Yeah. So the comparator in our team would have been Richard Dodds. Centre half, same role. Absolutely rock solid, always reliable, always there, always consistent, and always played at a high level. And those sorts of players in any team are indispensable because you need that consistency, and everybody can work off that. So
remarkable. I mean, I think this is why he did so well for East Grinstead, and then why he was so effective. I assume was he a player coach for a while?
He did do player coach for a while,
and as a coach, because his orientation was always much broader than just how am I playing.
Yes, he was a good reader of the game. Yeah.
And physically, I mean, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, but he was really quite poor at some of our physical tests, right?
Yes.
We used to do this sort of, effectively it was an extended double doggy. Some of the best players were doing it.
So what's an extended double doggy then?
There's a few extra shuttles that really push most people over the edge.
Over the top, right.
And I would say Glenn was probably a minute behind some others. That's tough to take.
That's quite a long time.
And you kind of wonder, like, would he ever be able to cope, with the intensity and length of international tournament? You'd have never known that was his physical boundaries because just his commitment, his intensity, and
you've got to have the durability as well, haven't you? You've got to be able to have that resilience in that role. Whatever comes at you, you've got to take it and carry on. And
although he did the London Marathon a couple of years back, so he'd be in his 40s now, and he did it in under 4 hours. So when I saw that, I thought maybe I was under.
So when you stop playing international hockey, you do get fitter, actually.
That's the golden rule.
That's my
Actually, you gave me some advice about fitness training. Can you guess what it was? You said this is what you should do for fitness for hockey. Do you remember what you told me?
No. Was it stand at the end of the bar or anything like that?
2 mile runs.
2 mile runs. That's what we used to do. We used to be timed 2 mile runs. 7 o'clock, Bisham Abbey on a Bernie Cotton coaching us. 2 miles, 7 o'clock before breakfast.
There you go. And I did regularly do 2 mile runs. That was one of my training runs, and it was because Richard Leman
used to say so. Oh, well, there you are. That's another bit of bad advice for you, but anyway.
Thank you.
So, who else would have been around in that time?
Sort of my time coaching, I would say mostly the most iconic British player, in my opinion, was, of course, Ashley Jackson. So I was he came, bizarrely, another EG connection. When Ashley joined the GB squad when he was, I believe, probably 18.
Yes.
He came. His first training session was at the same time as Simon Mantell, I think, was also 18.
Yes.
We were the GB hockey was financially struggling, so we used to beg, borrow, and steal pitches.
Yes.
And the first training session those two turned up for England GB training was actually on East Grinstead pitch.
Wow.
And we used to have a model where we'd sort of just train 1 day a week.
Yes.
Because we couldn't bring them in. You had to respect everything else in their life. And so we used to squeeze stuff in.
Yes.
And in my picture of what we did on that day included doing a bleep test.
Right? Oh, yeah.
So anybody who would know Ashley would probably be surprised that he turned up for the second session, because you'd probably think, what the hell is this all about?
What's that?
Like, I turn up to the one training session of the month, whatever our frequency was, and I'm doing running, you know, so...
Yeah, that's why we'd want to do that, you know, when you want stick and ball, really, but nice.
But in my time, like, I think Glenn is kind of like a model professional, fantastic role model.
Yes.
I think Ashley... and Barry Middleton, of course, but I think Ashley particularly was a game changer for GB hockey in my time.
So you would have coached him from GB for GB. Yeah. So did you select him for his first cap, do you think? Would it?
Oh, certainly.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you'd have pulled him in and then...
Barry Middleton just got his cap before I started.
Okay, fine.
But, you know, Ashley got his first cap.
Yeah, well, and you were there.
And he played.
Yes. Yeah, he did.
Because when we started, we had very little money. We weren't very good when I started coaching for GB. But a lot to do with actually getting London Olympics as the host nation. We started getting support.
That was transformative, yeah.
And we ended up playing a lot more. So Ashley, you know, he played a lot of games in that sort of first 8 years.